Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Hey viewers, welcome back. Thank you so much for staying tuned to Tobago Updates Television into the sporting segment. And we have a quick one here with Bishop's High School because we have a student here who needs to be in school. I think the bell rings at what? The bell ring already? 8:15. So you have 10 minutes to Chris. Let me say good morning to Chris Roberts, our player, and of course Miss Steffi Edwards, a teacher at Bishop's High School Tobago. We're talking secondary schools netball. Watch me, telling you what you mash up the place in Trinidad in a way. Went long to Maloney. Watch me, they couldn't see what Tobago pass. We mash up the under 13s, we mash up the shooting. We get them a first in the under 15 away. Well, when it comes to the boys, you take that as well. Mash up the under 20, and of course, Bishop's High School taking majority of the awards. So let me say congratulations to you guys, and thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you. Good morning,
fantastic.
Marcus, good morning.
Yes. So let me start to do Miss. Right? Let me recap the season in terms of Tobago, and then we're gonna get to the national level. Tell me about how you guys did in Tobago with all your teams.
All right, so the competition would have started with the open day knockout.
Right.
For the open day competition, we would have placed second.
Right. That's
Right.
an open day is like all age groups playing.
Yes, it's a mix of the under 13, under 15, and under 20. So we had 4 players from each of the teams
Right.
making up the open day knockout. So we would have placed second for that competition. For the first form competition, however, we took it home. We took it home once again this year, Bishop's High School.
How many years now you'll take it at home?
Ooh.
Yeah, but
At least for the last 3 years that I've been on the management team, I could speak about those 3 years. We have been successful every year thus far. In the under 13, we were narrowly edged out by Signal Hill Secondary with 8-7.
Yeah, I remember that game was a cracking game.
Yes, it was a cracking game, and boy, the girls were disappointed. They were in tears, but you know, we come back stronger, bigger and better next day. In the under 15, we had a rematch against Scarborough Sec. We would have beaten them in the round robin of the group stage, and we came back to beat them again in the finals, and of course in the under 20, though it started off very closely, we ended up beating out Signal Hill to win that division as well. Not to forget though,
tell me.
our boys, this is their 3rd year winning the Tobago division, and we are extremely happy, you know, to have boys in netball. People have this taboo idea that...
I wanted to go to ask Chris that, but I'll come to that.
Netball is only for girls, but we are proud of our young men who have been carrying that torch for the last 3 years and bringing the goal home.
Yeah, and tell me about the national, you know. You would have taken what? Three teams to Trinidad.
Yes.
The under 13s, under 15, sorry, under 20 girls, under 20 boys, and obviously the shooting competition as well. So tell me about your time down there.
All right. So for the under 13, well, this year we didn't qualify.
Yes.
So Signal Hill would have.
And before you even go on to tell me about the nationals, let me say congratulations to Signal Hill.
Yes.
Because they defeated you guys in Tobago, and they went on to play unbeaten in Trinidad in the under 13 division. And they won that title for the very first time.
Yes.
So congratulations to Signal Hill and Mr. Lincoln and the team. They should have been here this morning, but something came up so they couldn't attend. So congratulations to them. So yeah, continue.
Yes, so Tobago continues to fly that hard, though it's not Bishop's High School. Congratulations to Signal Hill. In the under 15 division, we would have placed second, which is an improvement from last year. Last year we would have came 3rd, right? So though we did not win this year, we are still proud of our achievement. Next year we are hoping to go back for the gold. In the under 20, our girls came with the national hat-trick this year. And our boys, though this is their 2nd year, because the first year, 2022, there was no national boys championship. So while they would have had the hat-trick in Tobago, this is only their 2nd win, national win for Trinidad.
And in terms of Bishop's High School, because I mean, when you hear about netball, I mean, the best just give Bishop's a title now, because I mean, every year you expect that Bishop's will be in and amongst the top 2 teams, if not the first, it comes second in that sense. I mean, what do you put down to the success of Bishop's High School in the sport of netball?
So, one, we have to thank God, because one of the things we always do is we pray. Even at our training sessions. We end with prayer every game. If we have 5 games for the day, we have to pray every time we touch the court. We say a word of prayer. So we always include God in our midst. Secondly, we had to big up Majun. Majun.
I wish I had put up Majun because
Joan
I mean,
Bedlow.
since I go in school, secondary, Majun right there, basketball, netball, and that's good that she's around with the school now and they can recognize her contribution.
20 plus years.
20 plus years.
20 plus years.
Wow. Yes. That's remarkable because I mean you will see her there. She's not loud. But I mean, she's effective in that sense.
Yes.
You know, and I want to come to Chris now, right? Because you mentioned a point there in terms of netball being taboo for boys in that sense. Chris, everybody know you as a basketballer. Yeah. How has that transition been for you? I mean, was it easy to, because I mean, netball is like football. If you probably move a little so you can't even pick it properly because they're calling football. So how has that transition been for you?
Well, you know, growing up playing basketball, you're always on the court, one side basketball court, next side netball court. So no matter if you're in Shaw Park in Montgomery, you're always next to netball. So you've always been around the game, so you'll see and understand certain things. But when it's time to actually play, it was a different, like, you see how the rules more strict.
Yeah.
It's way more strict than in basketball in terms of when foot faulting or contact. You can't be too close to the person, you can't hit the ball to the hand, you can't think. So it's a lot more stricter, but in terms of the transition, well, this is our 3rd year playing the game. So from starting 3 years ago to now, everybody
improve.
So everybody in the team would have grown, everybody would have been more comfortable playing, and like compared to first year, wouldn't be getting much calls for travel or football or stuff like that.
And these are your teammates here.
Yeah.
You want to call them my name for me?
Well, from left or center, number 8, Jordan Chapman. In the back, Kijana Wallace, our goal defense. He won most outstanding defensive player. Mr. Chapman was most outstanding center court player. We have our goal keep or wing defense, Jaden Solomon, and number 10. I'm in the back, number 9, Chris Roberts. Solomon Okali, our goal attack.
Big player. Yeah.
He won the MVP for the boys division and most accurate shooter. And then we have Richard Allen in the front. He is our wing defense and wing attack. Then we have Jacqueline Robley, who plays wing attack, and Aiden Henry, who also plays goalkeeper.
Yeah, fantastic. And these are the basketballers as well too.
They play basketball.
Transition into the netball. I mean, and you play basketball, netball. I'm sure that you know it must be a challenge in terms of managing your player and of course your academics. So how do you manage that?
It's always been the same. You go to school, you do your work. It's a discipline. So you know you have training every day. You have to be able to always put in that extra work when you go home after training. Some days you'll be tired. So if you go home late, you might sleep and wake back up in the early hours in the morning. You always have to make that balance to satisfy both. You have to be in training and you have to put in the work with your school because they go hand in hand.
And I'm guessing that this is like probably your last year with the school.
Yes.
This bittersweet. And will you be off to college? Okay, it's here in Trinidad and Tobago.
I'm planning to go to the States.
Okay, and you haven't picked a college as yet.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. I wish you all the best in that. I mean, because we are short in time this morning, Miss. I mean, I wanted to tell the people what sets Bishops apart when it comes to netball. What makes you guys successful? Because you mentioned prayer before, but there must be something different, the culture there as well. I mean, is it that you are, from the time you enter Bishops, you're into the netball program?
Well, that is how it starts. First form is a big group of students, and that is one of the reasons why we end up with 2 teams in the under 13 division, right? But our students are generally well disciplined, and we try to help them to balance their work and their school.
Very much, I like
you know, you have a buddy in class. Any graces we could get from the teachers with the students, we let the teachers know when the students have games, so they reach out. We try to check in on the students with their schoolwork. We also have, you know, our training schedule, though hectic. I'm not sure how Majun does it, managing 5 teams, sometimes 6 teams for the season. But our training schedule and playing schedule is very hectic. One of the things we are looking to ramp up is our off-season training. So next year is going to be a bigger and better year for Bishops. We are coming back to take those top spots that we may have missed out on this year.
And that's very important when you can plan and plan early. I mean, it helps with the success on the court. I'm going to definitely have you guys back to talk more because I mean, I'm intrigued about it. And if it is that you find a method or a way to be successful, I mean, kudos to you guys and kudos to the committee, Sporting Education Unit, and of course the National Committee. I have a lot to say about the National Committee because I found the givings in terms of the. Look at this. That's a national trophy. That is a national trophy. I should have brought the Tobago trophy here, and let's match it up for you guys this morning because I believe at the national level, when you get to that atmosphere, you must feel like, hey, I'm the best in the country and not a zone in that sense. But that's another conversation. So Chris, I want to wish you all the best in your future endeavors and continue doing what you're doing with the students, both in the classroom and of course on the court. We was gonna leave it here this morning in the sporting segment. I'm going to show you guys over to Chanel Felix for Good Morning Tobago. But don't forget, guys, share the live, share the live, share the live.